2024 has just begun, and it's easy to feel like your year is already unraveling. But if you're not, I have 5 habits for you to implement that can help save your year and make 2024 the best year yet. Now, these habits aren't the end-all be-all, but I'm extremely confident that they're going to help set you on the right path to becoming your best version of yourself. Habit number 1, and I'm not talking about the dance move when I call it the step back. If you know anything about Stoicism, you've got to be familiar with this. Before you do or say something that you might regret, you take a step back and see, do I really want to say that? Do I really want to do this? Perfect example. The group chat is going crazy, and somebody in the group chat is especially going crazy. You might have the perfect comeback lined up, but I encourage you to take a step back. Do you really want to say it? What further implications might sending that have? Chances are it's going to be better to just not say anything. Here's another example. You're having a night out with your friends and you're having a few beverages. And just to be clear, in this example, you're all legal drinking age. You're tempted to have one more, your friends might be having additional, but you know that you've got something to do early in the morning. Do you have that one more drink that will inevitably lead to 2 more, 3 more? Take a step back. How are you feeling and what further implications could it have? The step back. Number 2 is working out. And I'm not just saying work out in general, but I'm actually putting a time to it. Working out in the morning. Now, why should you work out in the morning? Don't you want to sleep in a little bit? Well, yes, but if you don't work out in the morning, what's going to happen after work or after school when you want to spend time with your friends, your family, your spouse, girlfriend, your kids, whoever it may be? Maybe there's just something that you know you should be working on. Maybe it's a side hustle or studying a language. When's that going to get done? Because it sure isn't getting done in the morning. When you work out in the morning, you knock it out, it's done, and you can rest assured that you've gotten some good physical fitness in during the day. And I think as a whole, especially this is prevalent in the working out community, you don't need to put so much pressure on it to be a 2-hour max out, blast the quads, though that is awesome. I like doing it. Sometimes time just doesn't allow for it. The truth is, just by you getting up early in the morning and going for a run, stretching, doing a quick workout, a 10-minute workout even, you're setting yourself on a path of consistency and discipline and of good physical fitness that you're accomplishing right when you get up. You won't believe how much starting your day with a workout can change the trajectory of your entire day. Don't believe me? Try it out and maybe let me know in the comments below. Number 3. Writing down what you eat. This directly coincides with what to do after you work out. Me personally, I am a sucker for the McDonald's app and the insane rewards that you get from that. However, I know that I shouldn't be eating that all the time. So how do you solve that, especially when you're busy? Just get into the habit of writing down what you're eating on a daily basis. And when you write down what you eat, you become more aware of what you're actually putting into your body. And then you become more in tune with your body on what makes you feel good and what doesn't. What foods and drinks are good fuel that makes you feel energized? And not to get TMI, but what foods are you eating that make your bowels have to work overtime? And that's all I'll say about that. Number 4, reading. I do like audiobooks, especially when you're in the car. However, I really encourage you to just get into the habit of reading for 5-10 minutes a day. I'm more of a physical book guy, but ebooks are great too. And the reason I think that reading books and ebooks is a habit to get into rather than audiobooks is that you're just completely dedicating that time and energy and focus into reading what's on the page. Maybe you're even taking notes on what's on the page. Maybe you're highlighting, putting tabs in. I know I do that a lot when I read. Reading really is the key to knowledge, and it's sad because in high school and middle school, I felt like I liked reading less because it was required and it was heavy text that I didn't even want to do, especially after a full day of school, 2 hours of practice, and a pile of other homework I had to do. There's nothing quite like the feeling of picking a book, and don't read something because you think you need to. Pick anything that you're interested in. Fiction, nonfiction. I've got books on writing. I've got books on masculinity and femininity, biographies of people you admire, and even manga. I'm a huge fan of manga. Read what excites you. Let the author take you on a journey. And if they're good, it's going to be one heck of a journey. This could be a journey of adventure or just a journey of learning. You might uncover something in a book that you would have never learned otherwise, and that might just change your life. Okay, habit number 5, and stick with me all the way to the end of this video because I'm going to show you how all of these habits come together in one cohesive example. Maybe it's just me, I'm not sure, but the whole topic of journaling seems to be sort of a buzzword in 2024. And this is very daunting, very intimidating for a lot of people because they have such high expectations of what they think journaling should be or needs to be. But I'm going to tell you something right now. Journaling is whatever you want it to be. It can be a recap of what happened in the day. It can be a reflection on what happened in the day. Maybe you learned something. Maybe you made a mistake and are figuring out how to solve it. Maybe it's an idea you have and you're just elaborating on that. Maybe it's a gratitude journal. What are you grateful for both today and every day that we're alive on this earth? It can be 4 pages or it could be 1 line. It's really up to you, and there's no pressure in any direction you go. I journal in a variety of different ways. Sometimes I have something or a lot of things on my mind, and I'm just putting it on the page to clear my head, see it on paper. I know that it's there. I can look back on it if I need to. Sometimes I just write something funny that happened during the day. Other times something really crazy happened, and I'm just reflecting on that. I truly believe that we should all be journaling. We're all writers, we're all creators, we're all human. I truly believe that journaling should be a must-do thing for everyone in 2024. So how do all these habits come together? I'm going to bring them all together in this example right now. You're done with work or school for the day and your friends ask you to go drinking, and you know that they go pretty hard. Anyway, before you commit, you first step back and think to yourself that you've got to work out in the morning. So if you do decide to go, you're going to know your limits when you do. After you successfully complete your workout in the morning, you've been writing down what you eat, and you're going to follow up with the perfect recovery food that'll help you feel energized for the workday or school day ahead. After writing down what you eat, and you can mix this in before, during, well, maybe not during, or after your work or school day, and you read to get some extra insight and some extra learning or some extra adventure. Finally, for the day, reflect on it in your journal. Let me know how you've implemented or plan to implement these habits in the comments below. And until then, I'll see you on the next one.